teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 4th down, Jones. He will have the conversion and more than that. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Packers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
A move to New England from Baltimore suited Matthew Judon nicely with 12.5 sacks in his first year of a new 4-year contract with the Patriots. That was a new career high for him, 7th in the NFL, and the most for a Patriot since 2015.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Returnable for Watson.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now on 1st down. Steps away to his left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Caught by Cobb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Running the jet sweep, Thornton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the option right, it's Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it.
He's got it. A lot of work to get to the first down marker.
And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
That one into the hands of Watkins downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Dancing to his left.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Open man, here's Cobb. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. A gain of 22. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And a loose football, and the Packers pick it up.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On play action, Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Christian Barmore able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's
just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, fourth quarter, the fans are the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Pushes by another. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. First down, and they go back to Harris. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Jones on 3rd down. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game. And this is going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Back to throw, Rodgers. Being chased out left. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers to throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. And they're going to get another first down here up at midfield. On the give, this is Harris. They find some open field here. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And now Nick Folk, his career long 56 yards. This to almost certainly win the football game. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Pass complete. Now race for the marker. And some room to roam now. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the fake field goal. 36 yards. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Now one final throw incomplete, and time will run out here in the fourth quarter, and we are going to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now this throw caught left side, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Al Lazard just keeps improving season by season, and he's become a favorite of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. This year needs to be his biggest jump yet because the Packers need someone to step up and replace Devontae Adams. Looked a little bit like Adams on that catch, moving the sticks.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with the big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, another run for Dillon.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Steps away. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Dillon now on 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. The kick by Crosby is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look in the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for It'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.